correctly, we need to know a little bit about the relationship between factors and roots. And that's something that we call the quadratic sequence. Just as an example, if we had this function here and we were asked to find the x-intercept, that means that y is 0. So we set y equals to 0. That gives us permission to factor. So what two numbers to add to -2 and multiply to -35? Those numbers are -7 and +5. So once we have it factored, we can use the zero product rule, which is the idea that we set the x minus 7 equal to 0 and the x plus 5 equals to 0. And then we solve each of those to get our actual x-intercepts, which are also called roots, solutions, and zeros. So now looking at this function that they gave us to start this question, we know that it's got factors of x plus 6, x plus 5, and x minus 4. If we were going to find the x-intercept, that would mean making y, f of x, 0, and it would now look like this. Now, if we use our zero product rule, that's the idea of saying that, well, this could never be equal to 0 unless one of the parentheses was equal to 0. So we set each one equal to 0. And we have x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4, all equal to 0. And if we solve each of them by taking away 6 from both sides, by taking away 5 from both sides, or by adding 4 to both sides, we have these numbers here. And so what do we know right now? We know that the x-intercepts are -6 when y is 0, x is -5 when y is 0, or x is 4 when y is 0. Now, the next thing we should know is what this means. And that's the idea of translating it down 3. Like we always say, if we had a function centered at the origin, and if we add to the outside of it, let's say x squared plus 3, that's a vertical shift, and vertical shifts are normal. So this would be up 3, and our parabola would look something like that. But if we add it on the inside, that's a horizontal shift, and horizontal shifts are not normal, they're backwards. Normally, positives to the right and negatives to the left, but this is backwards. So here, positive would be to the left. So our parabola would be going left 3 now. So in our situation, they're talking in terms of f of x. So let's just go back to our demonstration here. This would be like our f of x. This would be like saying f of x plus 3 on the outside. And this would be like saying f of x plus 3 on the inside. So here we're taking away 3 on the outside. So according to what we were saying about translations, if plus 3 on the outside is up, minus 3 on the outside must be down. So our function is going down by 3. So let's take our 3 points we had and take them all down by 3. -6 minus 3, -5 minus 3, and 4 minus 3. And the answer that has all 3 of those is B.